There's nothing wrong with that. Top of the morning to you. We've been talking for a week and a half now about the 4 agreements. And yesterday was really about conviction time for me in how I'm not showing up for things on time. I'm not being impeccable with my word and doing my best in certain situations. And I get that conviction. And sometimes I have that urge to say, share with somebody something and say, yeah, I really don't get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and there's nothing wrong with that. I really don't cut back on my sugar, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't eat healthy, and there's nothing wrong with that. I stay up till 2 in the morning, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it could be any phrase, any defense. If we're putting up a defense, there's something in us that requires a defense. And when we put up that defense, we should look at that and examine that and explore, what is that defense about? For me, cutting back on sugar is a really good thing. So I think there's something wrong with that. Depending on who I'm talking to, who my audience is, maybe they have opinions about such things, and I want to be defensive about that. I want to be friends and have different beliefs and move on. And my awareness of their beliefs helps me, forces me. Nothing forces me. I still choose it. But we choose better when we have this awareness that I'm talking about, when we have the ability to look at, what am I defending against? Or catching or noticing, I said, and there's nothing wrong with that. I had a defensive feeling. I made statements to share my opinion, but yet push others away. And if we can look at that, explore that, and figure out, is it internal? Is it the Holy Spirit in me that's giving me the conviction? Yesterday I talked about getting to social events and volunteer events and the soft things on time, and how we've raised our kids to be on time or you're fired. But yet we don't demonstrate that in getting to church on time and doing a lot of the other things that we do on time, because we demonstrate less importance to them, and really they are important. And being able to find that conviction and recognize it through our statements when we make a defensive thing. The 4 agreement that hits the nail on the head here is to not take anything personally. Just look at it as information. Just look at things as information. Learn from the things that you hear. Learn from the words that come out your mouth. Your words are like a good route to your heart of what is going on. Why am I defensive about it? Is it internal? Is it me? Is it the Holy Spirit? Is it what I believe about what the other person I'm talking to believes? And do I really know what they believe? One of the big things in coaching is, what does that word mean to you? Because everybody's got different definitions, and digging into that word, getting into that, can help, especially when we recognize it's not me, it's not the Holy Spirit in me, it's me defending against that other person. What do I believe about their beliefs? Because I don't know their beliefs, but I believe that I know them. And sometimes it's really important to let that go and to explore their beliefs, be curious about their beliefs, talk to them, investigate, ask questions. When we get down to core values, there's a divide that's just really hard to cross. But beliefs are at a different level. If we can understand someone else's beliefs, and we can then make an agreement that I'm not going to take that personally, and you don't need to take that personally. that brings unity. That brings us together as followers of Christ in God's kingdom. So there's nothing wrong with that. Well, what is that? And have that question, have that dialogue. What is that we're talking about? What does that mean to you? And then what does that mean? And what's important about that? And what's important about that? Let's be friends. Let's know each other. And having that dialogue, I discover more about myself. And I become a better person. I become sanctified. I become wiser, because there's only 3 things in life: wealth, health, and relationships. And I think health is kind of first, but it's only for the relationships. And wealth, yeah, whatever, it's for the relationships. Wealth, health, and relationships. That's where we spend our most valuable resource of time. So don't take it personally. Be unoffendable. Be curious and love one another. You be blessed.